Like I said, get your coffee, get your tea, get your drinks, get comfortable. About to start a class, which is a very unstressful class. And this week, since it's the week one, I don't intend to share anything with you. I'm just gonna do an introduction of the course, and you can have a look and see whether this is the right course for you or not. Because there's still time for you to drop the course. After all, it's just a sheet course. A sheet course is like an elective, so you can choose other courses that suits your interest and passion. All right, it's 3 p.m. Assalamualaikum, very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Dr. Adib, and I will be your instructor for this course, which, if you haven't noticed, is called SHE. SHE is a SHE course. It's a GBK0050, Introduction to Journalism and Storytelling in Digital Age. I intentionally create a very long title so that it sounded grand, okay? Sounded important, sounded very difficult, but it's not, don't worry, okay? If you have spoken to your seniors who might have taken this course, they might have said that it's easy to get A, it's a very non-stressful course and subject, and they are right, okay, they are correct. So have fun in this course. It's Friday. It's a Friday class, Friday afternoon class some more. So I want you to relax, sit back, and just consume what I want to share with you and practice what we share together in class also. Okay, so that's the general overview of the course. I will go into detail a bit later. Don't worry, jangan risau. So let's introduce each other today, and that's why our task this week is for us to introduce ourselves. Okay. Okay. Let's start with a slide that I've prepared on Canva. Normally, I use Canva. I love Canva. By now, if you haven't heard of Canva, for the next 4 years or 3 years of your life here in UM, I highly pray, ask you, begging you, please learn to use Canva. Okay? Because the future is for those who can create, who can curate, who can produce, who can edit digital assets. Digital assets can be anything, can be photos, videos, audio visuals, uh, almost everything that you see on your phone. Yep. So for those who can manipulate and produce these things, you will be needed. You will never be not needed in the future. Okay, because the future is digital. So please get to use Canva. And that's me. And I intentionally wear a white shirt today so that you can be sure that this is the right class and this is the right person that you are looking at. Okay. All right. We start with my name because a lot of people got confused with my name. Which one is my name? Which one is my what do you call title and position? Yeah. So when you see my name, there will be a long term preceding my name, which is an associate professor. IR. IR is actually a short form for insigne. DR for doctor. Nahrizul Adib bin Kadri. I intentionally colored the yellow on Adib because that's what I prefer me to be called. You can call me Dr. Adib. Okay, why not Professor Adib? You see, associate professor is not a full professor yet. It's just an associate. So apart from medical faculty, faculty of medicine, we call all associate professors just doctor something, doctor their name. And in Malaysia, unlike the overseas, unlike the Western countries, we don't call doctor followed by our last names. Because in those countries, they call it like that, Dr. Kadri. I'm known as Dr. Kadri overseas. But over here in Malaysia, I prefer to be called Dr. Adi. All right, why not IR? why not? Okay, why not? IR is a professional engineering title. I'm a professional engineer. I registered with the Board of Malaysia, Board of Engineering, because I'm an engineer. I'm an engineering lecturer. You will find my name at the Faculty of Engineering, and I will explain to you in a bit why I am the one who teaches this subject, because this subject tends to be more towards communications, mass media, photography, videography, and so on. I will explain that a bit later on. I just want to be clear about how you want to address me so that you don't get confused. Okay. In UM, there are lots of people like this, like me. So you just call them doctor their name, their first name. Okay. For those international students, call us by our first names, okay? But if you want to be respectful, call us by our title. So call me Dr. Adib is respectful enough, okay? So you don't have to call us Dr. Kadri, for example, because Kadri is my father's name, yeah? But for Chinese name, Dr. Tan Maupin, for example, Tan is actually their family name. But since the Chinese name structure is different than Malay name, so you can call them Dr. Tan, Prof. Tan, for example. Don't call them by their first name because that's not respectful. But for Malay names, you can call us Dr. Adib, that's fine. Prof. Adib, that's fine. But I prefer to be called Dr. Adib lah. Okay. And why not Nahrizul, you might ask? Because that's obviously my first name, my name as well. Because in my family, we have five Nahrizuls. Uh, all my brothers have Narizul as their first names. It's just that we are differentiated by the second names, by our middle names, Adi. So that's why I prefer to be called Dr. Adi. Okay. So whenever you come across me, when you're walking around or when you see my name or when you want to mention me, to others, just call me by my name, Dr. Adi. Okay, Dr. Adi of Engineering. They will know. Okay, right. Next, why am I the one who teaches this? All right. And why am I focusing on these two things, which is journalism and storytelling? Okay, for your information, uh, I have been a lecturer, not teaching. That's a misnomer, actually. Lecturer don't just teach at university. We do all sorts of things. So I have been working with UM since 2003, 21 years. So I've been teaching all sorts of subjects in the faculty, at the central level, all sorts of things. And I've hold different posts as well. Post meaning things like the dean of the faculty. Those are posts. Those are not jobs. Jobs are lecturers. We are all lecturers. I hold posts like the director of corporate comms, the principal of colleges. Now I'm the principal or master of six college. Uh, some of you might stay at the first college, second college, and so on. I'm the master of six college. Six college is a college hostel for clinical students, and that's why none of you are here. I know, because none of you are clinical students, and clinical students are not meant to take these subjects. Okay, I don't know what the newest curriculum, but I have not gotten any clinical students in my class. All right. So if you want to come and see me, do drop by at Six College. I'm more than happy to meet you. And also I would like to share with you that our college is the only one with my news on campus. So if you like to, buy something of my news, you can just drop by, come and see me. Maybe we can have coffee together. I love coffee, by the way. Right. So why this subject and why me? Because I mentioned briefly just now, I was the director of corporate comms of UM in 2022 until 2023. Quite recently, yes, last year, until the end of last year. And that's why there was a request for me to do this course, Introduction to Communication, Media, Mass Media kind of thing. So when I was asked to do that, I thought about it and I think the better way would be because not this is not meant to replace mass communication studies. This is not meant to replace our media studies in the Faculty of Arts. This is just an introduction of some skills and some knowledge for you that you can use in everyday life. In fact, you can use this in doing your assignment as well. Because I will share with you some basic storytelling techniques. One, basic photography and videography techniques, and also most importantly, the journalistic skills, which are very, very useful when you want to do assignments, when you want to do group assignments, essays, uh, presentation. So that's why I propose to have this course, which is called Introduction to Journalism and Storytelling, and in digital media, of course. And if you're a content creator, some of the tips and skills that I will share in this course will be useful for you as well. How to create a hook, what kind of content for you to put into a video that could potentially go viral, and so on. So you can use all that in your video. Okay. And I will share with you also how, as a student, what kind of content that you can use that you can share with the official UM account so that you can go viral as well. Yeah? Because our UM IG, for example, you have more than 50K followers. I have shared before a video by a student, just like you, a first year student, and the view was more than 100,000 views. Because the time was right, the content was right, and it was shared at the right platform, which is our official social media. And recently, if you notice, there was a viral post, although it's a Facebook post, but it was viral in all platforms, welcoming our new students. Uh, the original post on Facebook has gotten more than 35,000 impression, more than 35,000 likes and so on, shared comments and so on. So if you can create good content, I'm more than happy to share that with the officer who handles official account, and perhaps you can get exposure from that. Okay, all from the tips and techniques that I will share with you this class. Okay, clear? So it's just a class for me to share with you some introduction to skills and techniques that you can use in your everyday life as a student, for your assignment, for your class, and for your hobby, content creation, if that's your hobby. Hey, my voice, you can hear my voice or not? I haven't tested that yet. Eh? Can you see me talking? Can you hear my voice? Say yes. No? All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. One of you. I cannot see your name. I'm sorry, but thank you. Right. So next, I will share a bit about cost outcomes. Why I'm sharing you with this so that you are clear on why you do certain things. Okay. Because sometimes when you go through the course, you might not see the point. Why am I learning about photography composition? Yeah, the rule of thirds, the leading lines. What are all these? So that's why I'm explaining a bit about the course outcomes so that you can see the correlation. Minum dulu. For this course, there are only three outcomes. Okay. First, I would like you to understand what the media industry is. Okay. Because of course, it's an industry. There's no way you can understand everything. But with some basic understanding, you will understand why they take that kind of photos. And why, for example, basic example, okay? Everyone watches Netflix, right? Why does Netflix posters look the same? Why? It's always about, if you notice, the vertical one. The vertical one always has the leading actor or actress at the center and the title at the bottom. Yeah. If you haven't set anything yet, the default setting is for them to show a poster showing the main character with a title at the bottom and small details at the bottom. Normally, the colors are very warm, uh, are very inviting, uh, and it tells a bit about the story from the face of the main character. And if you have started to like certain things, because Netflix gives you three options, I hate it, I like it, I love it, right? So if once you start clicking on the like and the love buttons, you will start to see that the poster starts to change depending on your preference. If you like action movies, for example, you will start seeing the poster is not showing the character anymore. It starts showing the object, the action, because that's what your preference, you see. If you like love stories, if you like drama, if you like K-drama, they will still show you the character because that's the main attraction of the poster. I'm telling you this because all this is actually very what do you call, not formulaic. It's not a formula, but in media they follow certain rules to attract our attention, and our attention is normally can be attracted by a few rules. And if you can understand and appreciate these rules, you can also use it in your assignment, in your photography, so that your photo will become attractive to other people. Yeah, because media industry, their intention is always to attract our attention. How to attract our attention? The more, the longer, the better. So we're gonna see what are these principles? I will share with you some simple ones that you can implement in your photo taking and videography, and see how it will change your your product lah, your videos and your photos. Okay, see how it changes your views and reaction. Okay. Okay, next I would like to talk a bit about, not next lah, I mean along the way we'll also look at how storytelling techniques is also useful for you to learn. If I can share some basic ideas. Who likes to watch Marvel movies? Marvel movies, MCU, Iron Man, eh? uh, the Avengers, and so on. Did you notice that there is a similarity in all of the stories? Eh? The similarity that I'm talking about is, did you notice that at the start of the movie it's always about uh, showing the character what he is doing now? What is the worry, going around his life happy, Spider-Man saving people in the neighborhood, da, da, da. Suddenly, there's always a suddenly, tiba-tiba, in Malay we call it tiba-tiba. Tiba-tiba dia terfikir, what else should I do with my life? Harry Potter, tiba-tiba, there's a letter from Hogwarts inviting him to the school. Suddenly, what else? Avengers. What happened in Avengers? Suddenly, suddenly, of course, Thanos lah. Suddenly, Thanos decided to kill half of population in the universe. Suddenly. So when the suddenly moment comes, they start to do something, assembling, doing something, try to fight that. But normally, most of the time, the story goes like this. The hero, because they're trying to do it on their own, will always fail the first time. So then they think again and they get together with their friends. They learn new things about their enemy and they learn new things about their real enemy, and only then they succeeded. And in the end, they learn that actually the whole point of this is that we need to do it together. Look back at all Marvel movies and see and tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, the story is always like that. Established character, there's a suddenly movement, call to action, but when they try to do it on their own, they fail, and then they gather some friends, and together they learn what is their real enemy is, and then they fight together, and then they learn that the real point is that it's all about friendship, it's all about moving on, it's all about forgiveness. It's all about hope for the future. So look at all the movies. In fact, I dare you to watch all blockbuster movies and see if there's a similarity in all of them. Eh? Definitely Harry Potter has the same structure. Pixar stories, Toy Story ke, The Incredibles ke, whatever, all share the same storytelling arc. Eh? So, because storytelling is a skill. So once you have it, you can use it in your presentation, when you're talking to someone, when you're explaining a complex concept, you can use the storytelling. And definitely in your presentation, in your group presentation, if you use your storytelling technique, confirm dapat A, confirm pass punya. Don't worry, okay? Because storytelling is the superpower of human to tell a good story. And humans are the only species on Earth that can tell a story. That can tell our ideas in our head, totally in our head, share it with our mouth, and embed that in other people's mind. We are the only species can do that. So storytelling is actually your real superpower. Okay, and that's what I'm sharing you in this class. Introduction one, a basic one. Last but not least, I would like to share with you some ethical considerations when producing content, when producing videos and taking photos. What can and what cannot? Because nowadays it's very easy to copy and paste, to use things without permission, to take things from other places and call it your own. It's very easy to do it now. So I'm going to share with you some parts, some knowledge, some skills that you have to remember whenever you want to use stuff from the internet. Videos, photos, audios from the internet. So there you go. The only three course outcomes for you in this class. Okay, I know this is silly of me to show this as a title, but this is the reality. Okay, we are in a semester system. I understand. So all of you want to get A. I was also a student here at UM. I also want to target A for any subject that I took. So to do that, let's go to our spectrum. I hope by now you can log into your spectrum. If not, then it has to do with your registration. So make sure you settle your registration and drop by spectrum at least once a week. Because that's when I put up the new task. Okay. All right. So what do I mean by task? Okay. You see, our subject have no exams. No exam. Okay. Let me repeat that. Our subject have no exam. Okay. And our class is only online. That's what was asked of me. So that's what I'll do. Unless you guys ask to do a physical class where we can meet somewhere perhaps and take photos together, have coffee together. It's Friday afternoon after all, right? I'm open to it. Okay. Maybe coming to KK6, we go to My News and have coffee together. Why not? Yeah. We can do that as well. Right. So our class is online, there's no exam. And how do I assess you? It's from this way, from Spectrum. So you will see that we have weekly activities. We have individual assignment 1, we have individual assignment 2, and we have group assignment. So if you notice, the percentage adds up to 100%. 20, 20, 20, and 40. Total 100%. Okay. The weekly one is questions that I ask you to do every week. Okay. For week 1, for example, I ask you to introduce yourself. And for week 2, I ask you to do something. Okay. But this task, I call it task or homework. You can call it homework easier. But this homework, I don't expect you to upload every week. If you can, that's good because that's the best way to go about this course. But I know some of you are quite busy with your all your other activities, yeah, especially for first year students. So I allow you to upload by week 14. Okay, the due date for the weekly homework is week 14. Okay, but I can assure you, if you leave everything until week 14, it will be very, very burdensome and very, very difficult, very tiring and stressful. Okay, although my task is quite straightforward, but some of them requires you to go out, take video, and edit a bit, and that might take a bit of time. Okay, so I encourage you to do it week by week so that you can have fun while having this course, and also do not have a very stressful week. Okay, so take your time, finish your task every week, and you're gonna have a good week ahead. Yeah, because you are ending this week with some simple exercise homework for my course. Okay, right. So for week one, let us have a look at it so that I can explain to you all. So basically, I want you, each of you, to introduce yourself by describing yourself, and also put up a photo, and also your TikTok and IG handles. Because I'm normally on IG and on these two. I know you guys are not on Facebook anymore, so let's not do Facebook. Let's do IG and TikTok. Okay. So I put up a photo of me, which I thought represented me because I look at myself as a thinker. I like to think. I like to look at people. I like to watch people. I like to watch the environment and think. Why is it hot today? For example, a simple one. Okay. Why is it that it's cloudy and it's dark in the day, but if it's cloudy at night, the sky looks a bit bright? Who have noticed that? Okay. Whenever there's a cloudy day, look at the sky, look up at the sky at night. Trust me. Especially when it's the middle of the month, middle of the month or the lunar month, the sky will look bright. I think that's a good juxtaposition, a good contrast, good contrast. And that's me. And that's why I use this photo to show myself. Okay. And if you have noticed, I did not, I took this using my phone only. And my phone, I'm not even using an iPhone. This is an Oppo F50, F5, I think. I got it in 2019, a 5-year-old phone. So you don't have to have the latest phone. If you have, then I'm glad for you. You'll take better photos. But if you don't, just use any phone that you have and tell a story. Because you remember, this is a storytelling course. It's not a photography course. So your photos, my focus would be on the storytelling side. Okay. Don't just take photos from the front. Haris did that, but I like the idea that everyone is not in focus, including himself. But he's the one that is most in focus. So we can tell that he's a very outgoing person, looking at his dress code, how he dresses up. I think he's very outgoing person. He smiles. Uh, he smiles a lot, I think, and I think lots of girlfriends. I don't know why there are only girls at the back. Maybe he'll have lots of girlfriends. Yeah. So this is what I want. You don't need to have a nice phone. No need to have iPhone 16 Pro Max to get good photos, because I want photos with stories. Okay. So thank you, Haris. You also have Sean here, who gave us a very recent photo of him while in Cambodia. He said he took it yesterday. Taken yesterday. Wow. And today he's in the flight coming home to Malaysia. All right. So this photo obviously tells a story that he was there, but it's not attractive enough. Okay. So along this course, I hope Sean and everyone else can improve a bit on our photo taking skills, so that your photos will be more attractive lah. For example, the background is nice, the sky is nice, but the composition is very out of order lah. There's nothing uh, in composition, and there are lots of noise. There are lots of other people at the background, uh, which should have been removed lah. You can remove this. AI can do that now, so you can remove all these people from the background. And also Sean should have stood at the center of the photo, to become the center of the attraction. We look at that during the course, okay? Don't worry. And last but not least, we have Annie, uh, who took her photo at the waterfall, looking sideways. Very creative. But if I were Penny, I would choose a different spot to take the photos because the lighting is very bad. You can see that the sun is from that side. And of course, it's a nice spot because it's cooler here. But for photo, it's not that good because you are under the shadow. So if I were Penny, I would go to that side, to this side, so that the lighting is better. And you can look sideways if you are here, because the sun is right in front of you, so you look sideways. That's the whole point. But yeah, so along the way, I will comment on all these things so we can learn together how to take better photos. Okay. And waterfalls are actually quite difficult to take if you're close because your camera and your phone will get wet. There are ways to do that, of course, but let's not talk about that yet. Okay, let's not. Anyway, thank you, Fanny. I saw there's another name who. Okay, Futri. Futri also uploaded a photo. Thank you, Futri. This is also a common photo to take. Taking photo while drinking coffee. Uh, but this one is not coffee. Obviously, this is green tea. Nice photo, Putri. Thank you. Nice pose, but the lighting is quite bad. And also you should have gone a little bit to the left, or the photographer a bit to the left, so that these lines will go towards you. Nampak tak? These lines, if you position the photographer slightly to the left, to the left, you will notice that this line will go towards you, Putri. Towards you. This line will go towards you. And the table, if you take a bit more of the table using your wide lens, you will see that the table will go towards you, This line will go towards you, Those lines is what we call leading lines. And leading lines will make the object much more prominent. That's some simple composition skills that I will share with you. Maybe next week, I think, or maybe in week 3, I can't remember. So that you can take better photos of you and your friends. Thank you, Futri. And what did Futri talk about? Call me Futri or Rifa. Call me Ayo, but most of my friends call me Nadine. Where does that come from? Nadine from Futri. Okay. Oh, Futri is from Indonesia. Hello. I'm from a lot. I stayed in Borneo Island, Java, and Sumatra. Wow. Okay. I stayed in Malaysia for the past 7 years. Oh, okay. So you're Malaysian, practically. I almost enrolled. Okay. Oh, you went to SMK. Hello. Oh, you went for SDPM. Well done, quickly. All right. So everyone, I also asked you guys to put up your IG and TikTok account. So by all means, follow each other. So that not so much about knowing their lives, but rather supporting each other on creating good content. And that's my intention of asking you to put up your IG account and your TikTok account. Okay. If you have a private account, that's still okay. But I hope you can approve the request from your classmates. Okay. I don't ask you to make your account public. Stay private, but accept the request from our classmates. Okay. and follow each other so that we can support each other in creating good content, good photos, good videos that have a message, and good stories to tell. And that's what the intention of sharing your IG and TikTok accounts. I don't mean to for all of us to know each other, to look at what they're doing. That's not my point. My point is for all of us to support each other in making good content, with good storytelling, with good techniques. Okay, that's my intention. All right, for the rest of you who haven't yet uploaded, upload soon so that another point that I would like to make is that if you upload every week, I will comment lah at the bottom. If you wait until week 14, only then you want to upload, I don't think I have the time to go through each one of you again lah. Because I will go through the spectrum once or twice a week only, and I will look for new uploads that week and I will comment it personally. Okay, so for those who waited later, I'm afraid I cannot comment for you lah. Okay, for Putri, because I think you uploaded just before the class, so I will comment after this. Okay, maybe before next week's class. All right, so I hope you guys clear about the assignment. Sorry, not assignment. I don't want to use the word assignment. I don't want you to confuse you. Your task. Okay, your task. So your task as a student in this class, you have 4 things to do: a weekly thing, an individual assignment. Sorry, 2 individual assignments and 1 group assignment. Okay. Have a look at the content. Have a look at the questions, and let me know if you have. Mana soalan ni? Tu dia. Okay. I was worried that it was lost somewhere. Okay. So if you click add submission just now, you will see the question here. Okay. So this is the question. So using your understanding, blah, 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 have a look. Basically, I want you to create a photo essay. And this time around, I asked you to create a PDF. For previous classes, I've asked them to upload in all manners, and I've got so many formats that I lost track of how to properly assess you. Okay, some of you do it very creatively, and some of you didn't, but the content is there, so it's very difficult for me to assess you. So for this semester, I decided that everyone submitted as a PDF. You can use PowerPoint or Canva. You may use up to 4 pages. Create an essay using photos. Okay, we'll go through this again later. Don't worry. Okay, I will explain in detail later. But what I want to show you here is that for assignment, send it in the assignment page. Okay, for the weekly task, weekly homework, submit by replying to this. Okay, by replying to the first one. Click reply here. Click reply, and you will have a space like this for you to write your answer. For you to post your photos, click advance. You will get something like this. Click this arrow and you will see this new bar coming up. So click this icon. I know this is very cumbersome because this Spectrum is an old system. So you have to learn it. Upload a file. Okay, sorry, choose a file. Find a photo that you like to upload. There are some photos here. Okay, I will use it as an example. There's a lady photo, AI photo that I tried to upload it. Okay, over here, you will see these numbers, all right? And you will see that the photo is at the full size. You might notice that my screen is white, and which is fine. But if your photos is too wide, you cannot show it properly. I encourage you to use just a 450 width and pixels. And if you click it here, it will automatically resize. 450. that's just nice for us to have a look at your photo, and no need for us to zoom in or zoom out to see your photos. Okay, and before you press save image, type something, because that's what is required, and press save image and it will appear here. Okay, and type your text at the bottom. Okay, bottom, and then click post to forum. Okay, that is how you submit your weekly homework. For assignment, you do it by submitting at the apa ni pusing-pusing lah kejap. For assignment, you submit by submitting over here at submission. Okay, so you submit your file here and you click save changes. For assignment 2, we will go through this later on in detail also. For assignment 2, I want you to produce a video, but for the submission, I only just need a link, a YouTube link for it. So that's why you only submit a text. Okay. For the group assignment, there's another video that you have to produce, but this time it's about interview video. So you have to create an interview video. I will share with you some examples, what I look forward to, the examples from past year students. I will share with you what do's and don'ts of the videos. Okay. So remember, 4 things for you to do. One is a weekly homework. The other 3 is assignment that you have to submit. All right. Okay, you might ask, okay, assignment, assessment, homework. So what will we learn, doctor? Okay, what you will learn is all here. Okay, since this is an online course, the content is already here in your spectrum. Okay, it's all at the bottom. That is in the general. If you want details about the course information, it's all here. Okay, the pro forma information, learning time, references. I've put up some references, but since we don't have exams, okay, and we don't have a clear structure for our course, because this course is designed by me. I don't write a book for this, okay? I'm just sharing you my experience and my passion about storytelling and documenting what we take with you. So there's no actual textbook for that. But I do put up some references if you'd like to look up online and look up. You don't have to buy this, okay? Don't get me wrong. If you can borrow this from the library, borrow it by all means. But if you can't get your hands on it, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Please don't. I don't want to stress you out with these things. We are just in the first week of your course. These references are more than just an additional information for you. Okay, because I will share with you how to take photos, how to take videos, and how to document your findings. And all these textbooks or all these texts will help you to be a better journalist, better photographer. So if you want to go that way, then you can, look up at these main references. If not, you just want the introduction, the basic skills, it's okay for you just to follow my course and my notes. All right, so for each one of these topics, we will go through them, starting with next week with what is the media industry. So if you click on it, there will be notes, okay? What is media? And some of them I put up at the top, and some of them I put up at the extra part at the bottom, okay? So my notes are all at the top, or the important ones are at the top. Okay, the extra, what I call extra, are contents that you can have a look if you have the time. Normally, it's a website or videos that I'd like you to watch, so that you have a wider world view of what we are doing. Okay, I will talk a bit about storytelling, I talk about photography, videography, talk a bit about conducting interview because it's actually a specific management skill. Conducting an interview is all about managing people. It's not about technical stuff, although I will share with you some photographies and videography skills. But conducting interview is actually more of a management skill. Yeah. So I will go through that a bit and go through a bit about journalism. I will explain in detail about assignment, and that's it. Yeah, that's all your course is about. And we'll do this within the 14 weeks. What else? All right, I've told you also that I hold post. I'm now the principal of 6 college, yeah, KK6. Sometimes I might not be able to make it to class on Friday afternoon. Okay, and for that, normally I will give you a task, online task for you to do, additional one for you to complete, so that it serves the purpose of that week's class. Okay, with me, I will never cancel my class. There's no such thing as canceling class. Okay. Okay, attendance. Some of you might ask, where do I sign my attendance? Okay. First things first, we have no exam. When there is no exam, there is no attendance requirement, actually. Yeah. In fact, has what do you call that? Uh, deleted, not deleted. Deleted is not the right word. Uh, it's not using the attendance requirement to take exams anymore. When I was a student, we were required to attend at least 80% of classes for us to sit for exam. Not anymore. We have abolished that. And after all, we don't have an exam anyway for this class. So attendance is not taken. Okay? To make it clear, I'm not saying attendance is not compulsory. What I'm saying is attendance is not taken. Okay? Because I want to teach you to be responsible. This is your degree. This is your course that you agreed to take. So it's your responsibility to make sure the content is delivered to you. Whether you come or not is secondary. Okay? Because all lectures will be online. I will record it and I will upload it to YouTube. I will share the link in WhatsApp group. Okay? So it's your responsibility to get the content either through online class like this, attending my class at 3 p.m. every Friday, or if you can't make it for any reason, I don't care any reason, I don't mind any kind of reason, you can't make it, it's your responsibility to find out the content for that week. Okay, you do all the assignments, you do all the homework. That is all I expect of you. Okay, so and I can be you can see me at KK6 at any time outside of the Fridays. Apart from normal weekdays, 9 to 5, normally I'll be here. Okay, 9:30 lah, 9:30. I don't normally come that early. Okay, 9:30 until 5, normally I'm here. Okay, so you can drop by, have a chat if you want, have a coffee if you want, and talk about our course. All right, so I think that's all from me. Okay, I would like to share with you a bit, some extra bits. Let me check if that's all there is. Yes, that's all I've shared. Okay, I've shared this one. I want to share with you something before I leave you off. Mana nak letak benda ni? Tepi sikit. Tepi sikit. Tepi sikit please. Alright. Have you heard of Unsplash or free stock photos? Why I'm sharing you with this is because when you learn how to take good photos, you might ask, what do I do with my photos? Do I just submit it for assessment? What else can I do with it? Okay, let me share with you what can you do with your photos. Because this is what I do with my photos. All right. In the internet, we have websites which are called stock photos website. And one of them, which are public and which also you can be part of, where you can submit your photos, are called Unsplash. unsplash.com. So I've submitted my photos here using my phone. I don't have a camera. Okay, using my phone, I upload photos that I think it's worthwhile sharing. Okay, if you want to have a look at my photos, search my name. My username is the same all over the place on internet. Narizuladi. Of course, there are no photos called Narizuladi, but there's one user here. Click on that user and view profile. Okay. So over here are all my photos that I've taken with my phone, which are using the principles that I will share with you later on. Okay. Things like food that I ate, logos which I use in my work, you know, skylines, food, places I go, birds, skies. All of these photos uses the principles that I will teach you, for composition principles. I took it and I upload it here. Sometimes I don't imagine it will be used by others, but if you look at these photos, it has been viewed by 204,000 people. I don't know who. Don't ask me who. I don't know who. And it has been downloaded 2,000 times. Apparently, this kind of photo actually useful for something or someone out there. So I highly encourage you. See, it even has information about my phone, Oppo Reno 5F. A very cheap phone. Not cheap, but an old phone. An old phone. So don't worry if you don't have an iPhone, you can still upload your photos. Okay. So I highly encourage you to to create an account here and upload your photos here, so that it can be shared by others and maybe used by others. Like mine. I don't know who used this up to, what seen by 200,000 people. I don't know. But yeah, it could be your photos next. Who knows? Yeah. So let's make our world a bit better with your photos. So this is the place for it. Right. Later on, when we have learned about the composition techniques, I will share with you which ones I used in my photos. All of these photos actually used that technique. I will share with you which ones. I particularly like sky photos. I always took a sky photo whenever I go anywhere. This was taken when this is in Kuantan actually, in Cherating, where I did a program with my students. Our program is always on the beach, so I took this photo on the beach. It uses two principles actually, a rule of third and also leading lines. We'll look at it later on. Don't worry, don't worry. But I'm just sharing with you if you already like taking photos, I highly encourage you to have an account in this kind of websites and start uploading your photos. Yeah, photos with stories. Not just beautiful photos, but photos with stories. All of these have story on its own, and I use it where I tell stories as well. That I will share a bit later on. Okay. Last but not least, okay, why do I put up this Google search results of me? Okay, okay, now 7 minutes and that's it. My class is normally just 1 hour. Don't worry, I don't take the whole 2 hours. Okay, our future, I told you early on in the class, is digital. Okay, so what kind of world will that be later on? Okay, I don't know, but what I do know is that in the future, it's all about connecting. It's all about connection. How can we connect? In fact, we can see some example now. For example, why do we use Grab? Why do we use Food Panda, for example? Because we want to eat, but how to connect to the food providers and the food itself to get to you in a digital world. That's why we have Food Panda app, we have Grab app, where we can order stuff. That gets connected to the food provider connected to the food delivery system, and that system goes to you. And that's how I see the future. The future is all about connection. And how it gets connected, either it gets connected by intentionally by you or by someone, or it gets connected by AI. You see, our world now is will be ruled by AI. In fact, it's ruled by AI now in a bit, but not so much. If you use Waze, if you use Google Maps, that is all AI. Eh? Recommendation on Netflix, that's all AI. Eh? On your IG, if you click on the Discover tab, that is also AI. AI tells you what kind of things you like to see. So you click on the Discover, the what do you call that? The magnifying glass. You will see all things that you like to see. And for me now, it's about food. It's about street food in India for some reason. I don't know why. Street food, about graphic design, about motivation, and oh yeah, one of it, video editing. Because I like to watch people edit their videos and techniques of editing videos. So those are the kind of videos that appears on my Discover IG. So what I'm proposing is that, and also related to why I want you to upload your photos to Unsplash, is that I want you to start creating digital footprints. Digital footprints. I know some of you are quite introverts. You like to keep to yourself. I understand, totally understand. But I hope you also understand that the world is moving towards AI. The world is moving towards digital. And the world later on is about connecting. How can you connect to others if you don't have a digital footprint? Eh? I think if you go to a lot of what do you call that? Mm, Finishing school classes, how to make your CV, how to find job. A lot of them will talk about having a LinkedIn account. Yeah, LinkedIn is none other than a social media platform, right? But having an account there will help future employers to find you and to connect you. You see, so it's all about digital footprints now. So create your digital footprint either in social media, on your own account, on this kind of account, or I would like to share with you another platform that you can do to leave your digital footprint. So if you Google my name and click on the tab news, you will see that I write a lot. I write and publish my articles online, sometimes on newspapers, sometimes on portals. Some of them are national portals, some of them are international portals, and this is how I create my digital footprint. I'm letting AI to get to know me and decide who I am, so that later better AI will know me for who I am. Okay, the real me. I don't have to tell people who I am anymore because I've left enough digital footprint online so that anyone can learn about me. All right. I also share my programs that I did online also. Okay. That's me, obviously. Giving scrolls to school children. The article is in Malay, obviously, but you can easily translate it into English if you want to understand what is this all about. So yeah, so I'm letting AI to learn about me. Okay, so I hope you are following my advice to leave your digital footprint behind, and I will help you to submit your article online and get published like this later on. Okay. All right. So let me convince you a bit more. Okay. 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 Go to this AI if you are online. If you're not, then you can do this later. Go to this AI tool called perplexity.ai. Okay, if you don't believe me, if AI can tell me who I am or not, okay, ask it who is Nahrizul Adi. Type my name. Okay, just a free one, no need for the paid one. You can see that answer. Nahrizul Adi is an associate professor, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Addition to research, okay. Patient teaching. See, AI already know that I'm teaching introduction. How can he know that? Right. So beyond academia, Narizul, blah, blah, blah. Because all these are taken from my articles. Okay. All right. So you might say that, of course, lah, AI knows you, doctor, because you publish. Also, also have your name on it. Of course, they know you're a researcher. Okay. 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 I understand. So let me let me show you uh, by asking this name. Okay, I will type as my student's name, not engineering, but from Faculty of Education. Okay, okay. I know this name is a bit long. Malay names tend to be long nowadays. I don't know why. Okay, just to check, have you heard this name anywhere or not? Huh? No, right? It's a very weird name, long name, and she's no one famous. Okay, she's not a famous person. Okay, I will share with you. I can tell you what it says about Nurfilzah Emily here is correct. It even know her nickname, Ellie, by her peers, because Emily is actually her name is Emily, but everyone calls her Ellie, because that's easier to say. So in addition to da, okay, because AI learn about her from this website. Okay, AI learn about Nurfilza Emily from all these digital footprints. One of them is LinkedIn, and the rest are articles that was written by her. Okay, and I helped her to publish this article. Right? And this is in Malay. Wait, let me show you the English newspaper. Okay, so she wrote this. I helped her to submit this to media and gets published quite recently, just last month. Uh, she wrote about the Lulu because she's a counseling student and social media. Okay, and AI learned this because AI know that this is the author. Yeah. So this might is her thoughts. Okay, these are her thoughts. So AI will match that, correlate that with her. You see. So although she's a nobody, nobody knows her, but AI, Google are now starting to learn about who this Nurfilza Emily, because of the digital footprint. So imagine in the future when you want to apply for jobs, the employer doesn't even have to look at your CV anymore. They just Google and look at what the result is. And if you have put up a good, positive digital footprint, AI will learn the right thing about you. Yeah. So see how useful that is for you and your future. Right? So I highly encourage you to start creating your digital footprints, either in your social media, talking about positive things and all, or in websites like Unsplash, where you can upload your photos, or you can start publishing your thoughts, your articles in newspapers. All right, and I personally will help you to publish. If you can write once a week, even I can send for publication every week. Okay, for you to create digital footprints and for AI to learn about you from your footprints. All right. So that's all from me. That's all from me. Why cannot? Okay, it's there. One bit. All right, so that's all from me for this week. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something or out of the introduction, and I hope you stayed here because you can all drop this course off your list, and because it's still week 1, you can drop it until week 4, I think. Yeah. So I hope you will stay because in this class you will have an enjoyable time, an enjoyable Friday afternoon, listening to me sharing about my passion about storytelling, my passion about taking good photos and sharing that to the world to create digital footprints. Okay? Because with digital footprints, your future will, I can't say definitely better, but definitely go in the positive way because you are making yourself easily connectable, easily connected by everything in the world now. Yeah, you will be easily found. People will get the real character of you. You know, all these things will help you in your future career. Yeah? So I really hope to see you again next week. And again, thank you for your time. And that's all for today. Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum. Well, good afternoon.
Thank you, doctor.
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 Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Bye-bye. I'm stopping the recording now. Bye. So this